Japan is almost always the origin of mysterious and creepy urban legends. Maybe the creepiest of them all began to spread in the 70s, which was about a young beautiful woman who appeared in front of lonely people in the dark empty streets and alleys. Though she was beautiful, but when she started to ask her weird questions, she scared the hell out of people. The slit-mouthed woman was said to be sighted in the late 70s in Japan, and there was an overwhelming sense of panic in towns. It all began like this. A young person walks down a street in the darkening hours of the evening. Young person turns off a main road, and into a smaller street. There is no one on this new street, except for a woman, a little ahead. Instantly visible is the surgical mask covering her nose and mouth, not too unusual. The woman continues to walk towards the young person, at first looking to walk past, but at the last minute, she stands directly in front of the masking. Am I beautiful? There, young person looks her up and down. She has long dark hair that passes over her forehead, to partially cover her eyes, but even the jet black cannot cover the piercing brilliance of eyes, that can only be described as beautiful, although quite intense at the same time. Yes you are, replies the young person. The woman slightly bows her head in response, before clawing at her mask and tearing it. How about now? The young person is in shock. What stands before them is a disgusting grin. The woman's mouth has been cut, the corners extended from ear to ear. The full set of her teeth are easily visible through the cut flesh. The mouth in a permanent smile. Yes. The young person answers in shock. The answer is stammered. They are unable to think. They turn to run, but after only a few footsteps, she stands before them once again, holding a sharp knife, or scissors in her hand. The victim is found on that street, sometime later. Their mouth too bearing the frightening visage of a smile, stretching from ear to ear. So goes the story of the slit-mouthed woman, known as Kuchisake, onna, in the native legends of Japan. The legend is quite old, but no one is entirely certain when it began. What we do know is that it came to prominence in the late 1970s, when sightings were rumored to take place around Nagasaki Prefecture. The young person in the above story was possibly considered to be lucky, as they will have likely survived their wounds, but with hideous scars. It can go quite worse according to the legend. Should they have responded no, when first asked if the woman was beautiful, she would have killed them there and then. The same fate would have also befallen them, if they answered the same after her true face was revealed, and some legend states, the young person would have been cut completely in two. When the slit-mouthed woman was said to be sighted in the late 70s, the authorities in that part of Japan sought to calm what was an overwhelming sense of panic in towns, by increasing their presence on the street, through putting on more patrols. Schools organized students to walk home in groups as much as possible, as Kuchisake was said to generally only prey on those alone. Students were also said to have devised a tactic to fool the slit-mouthed woman, answer her questions with other questions, or do not provide a definitive answer. Some told how she let them go after they said they had another engagement to attend to. Obviously she is not immune to good manners. The stories died down in Japan, only to surface in South Korea through the 90s. As for who she is, well, there are a number of origin tales for this legend. Some put her as a beautiful woman. Her husband began to suspect that she was having an affair with another man. One evening, he attacked her, slicing open her smile so that no other man would ever find her desirable. Another story tells how in the early 70s she was a woman who used to chase and terrify children. When complaints were made against her, and the police tracked her down, she ran into heavy traffic, and she was struck and died. One of her injuries was the slit-faced smile. This urban legend is just plain creepy. How much truth there is to it is up to you to decide. What is your idea about this? How would you answer the slit-mouthed woman if you ever met her? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more.